Hello everyone, hello, let me get that little preview camera fixed out. Hello and welcome, it's been a little while again. Things will hopefully be slowing down a bit though. July is usually the kind of time period when stuff would start slowing down on a normal year where I work. And as anyone who's followed the channel knows, that there was a bizarre law change where I work that affected the product we made. So it was going to make our product more expensive. So they mass worked us during winter so they could basically buy the cheaper product. Well, in this year, the product is more expensive. But since they bought it prior to the new year, they could still use the old product. So it should be slowing down now. We've had 2 Fridays off, and I've been getting some stuff caught up this week with the July 4th of this particular recording. I do have an update before this video that is a bit old. It was before E3, and I hadn't gotten it up yet. Just been crazy busy still on that. I mean, but hey, I finally got freaking shave, right? Don't get to see that too often on my channel too horribly often, but so hopefully Friday will start getting cleared up and everything will be a lot better in the time management style of that. So besides that, I do have some things I want to talk about, but of course let's start off with new pickups. So dumpster diving's picked up a little bit more again. I recently had investigated when the trash is taken out, because I've had suspicions that they might be trying to throw away most of this stuff the day before the trash pickup. And I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't got enough data collected on it. But I have been going up after work, which is slightly annoying. But the first day I did it, found crapload of posters and shit in like 9-7 games. I don't know. I have a good amount now. It's starting to grow again. And this week when I went, I only found 2, but again, 2 games that, with a few cases, not too much. That was a little less practical, but you know, it's a hit or miss thing if you ever watch anyone does dumpster diving. So anyway, some of the stuff I traded, things I didn't want or had extras of. The best thing here, in my opinion, that I got was the Gungrave Complete series on DVD. Now, the outer cover was a little beat up, and for some reason that little bit's whipped there. But the case itself is in great condition. It has every disc, and they're in pristine condition, literally. You know me, I'm an obsessive collectaholic. We got a lot of discs here. This is a very nice thing. This was awesome. Traded crap loads of posters for this, so that was definitely a very nice thing. You see, it was originally priced... Not really sure where the hell it was priced. It doesn't say the store, but it says wherever it came from was $49, and then it was on sale for $39. So either way, I got a really good deal. I'm not sure what it goes for now, but hell, even for $20, that was still a good deal for just a bunch of crap in the dumpster. Game pickup wise has been kind of meh. I got the Tekken spin-off with the assassin character. Was not reviewed very well. It's very good condition though, so I was like, why not? Spy Fiction, I've never played it. I've seen little joke videos like on YouTube before making fun of it with Metal Gear or something. I remember a Flash cartoon that made fun of the main character with Snake on Newgrounds a long time ago too. It does not have its book, but the disc's in good condition, so I was like, why not? I've been finding this is very good for finding these games, you know, like spin-offs that weren't received very well or were horrible is kind of a nice way to pick up some of these. Sarge's. Now this is interesting because this was a sealed brand new copy, and a viewer of mine actually said, I would have expected you to do that in a video. And, well, you know, now you mention it, I am kind of regretting that now. But this was a sealed, brand new original Xbox game. So everything in it's pristine. This was the last, well, that's kind of... There were 2 more Army Men games after this, but the story of Sarge ended here. The next one was I've never played it, but as far as I know, it like story-wise has like virtually nothing to do with the Sarge's storyline. And then the other ones like a horrible reboot with a human child being the main character. But this game was not very well received, but it was brand new, sealed, traded for stuff in the dumpster, so can't really complain. Because I have most of the series on PC, a very nice chunk of it. Let's see. The war chest for the PC gives you lots of them. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, those 6, 7. These two ain't 7. So if you want a good chunk of the Army Men games, get the war chest. Sadly, it's in one of those horrible cardboard things. I hate those things. That's why they're all in individual cases. I hate those things. But that's a good way to get a good chunk of the series, too. I originally played Army Men 2 on the original PC. I really wish I had the fat box still. I lost most of my fat boxes for my PC games. Hell, I'm lucky to have Diablo 2 still. It's beat up like hell, though. But, yeah, that was one of those things you regret when you were a child when it comes to gaming or that. But Sarge's War is the end of Sarge's storyline, so, and it was not well received and it's pretty horrible or that. I've never played it, so it'll be an interesting try. Now, I've never heard of this. This is another game I got for stuff in the dumpster. It's supposed to be an RPG according to the back of it. It does have a very small booklet. I've never heard of it. I know of Age Tech, though. Age Tech published a lot of PS2 games for FromSoft, like Evergrace and the Armor Cores. There were a lot of FromSoft games Age Tech published. So, Age Tech published this. I've never heard of the Japanese, well, I don't know if it's actually Japanese, but the company that actually made this game here. But looking at the cover, I don't know, it has this kind of whole Barbie kind of vibe, but the back of it does declare it is an RPG. But, like, looking at the screenshots and everything, like, see here, you pick out, like, clothing and that, I don't know, it's like, were they trying to make Barbie, not the insult goals or anything. I forgot if the discs looked... the disc's a little murky, but it's not like damaged, so I have no idea how this game plays. I need to look up on YouTube to see if it's actually interesting. I mean, not to judge a book by its cover, but looks a bit odd. And also, what's up with the blue guy down there? I mean, look at him. He's like, kind of like on a defense or something, like something's about to approach him or something, but I don't know what to really think of this one, but I picked it up for the sake. It said it was RPG, and, you know, I like RPG, so I was kind of like, why not? Why not? Now, I already own this, so this is going into my little gift box for random gifts to give away during contests, but it is a Capcom RPG, Destiny of the Emperor, which is follows the story of the Three Kingdom War that the Dynasty Warriors games are based off so much. This actually did have a sequel, but it was only out in Japan. This game also had a few bugs that could get you permanently stuck. Camera, stop trying to refocus on weird stuff. But this game is pretty good if you're into retro RPGs. And it's very clean inside, amazingly. I have to compare it to my copy. I might actually switch it out for this one, maybe. But, again, that was the stuff I got from the dumpster, and those were things I traded for them. Those were on 2 different occasions, so that wasn't all on one day. Like I said, I normally get 2-3 games from him and that, so not too bad. So, Goodwill-wise, I found a 360 version of Dark Souls for $2. The disc was very good condition. It has everything. The outer case has stickers on it, but the inner artwork and everything looks good. I figured it could be a gift or something. It was just $2. I can't leave it in now. Civilization, Colonization is apparently some kind of side story thing that uses the Sid Meier 4. But sadly, and this was sealed, by the way. This was sealed. But after I got home with it and opened it, I saw the dread. In case you don't get it, they shut down. The service for games for Windows is shut down, so there's a lot of games that don't even function anymore because DOM. So I don't know if this game will still work. Hopefully it does not require it, but if it does, then it's just a pretty little case. So you win some, you lose some. Now, when I went to the Samaritan store, it was freaking waning. Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego? So we got Carmen Sandiego, World Detective, Acme Agent Handbook. Carmen Sandiego, Math Detective, Acme Agent Handbook. Yeah. Carmen Sandiego Think Quick Challenge. I think I already had this one before. It's hard to remember which ones I have and don't have. Now here's one that's odd. This is actually sealed. I wonder if it's fake sealed though, because, well, as you can see, it has no booklet in it. That's kind of odd. But where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Just where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? So this is very odd that has no booklet, but it's sealed, so I don't know if it's a legitimate sealed version, but 4 Carmen Sandiegos, $2 each. Not a bad deal. Now here's a weird game, a very weird one. Never heard of the publisher, and it said it got the role-playing strategy game of the year, Global Star Software. Now I think I've seen Global Star Software, but not this company logo here. And there's the Global Store. I think I've seen this one with like freeware share stuff. But I've never heard of this. And this is actually on GOG.com. So I'll make use of the case if I actually buy the game off there. It has 2 discs inside. And whoop, I forgot about that. The back piece is broken there, so I have to get a new middle thing. But it has 2 discs. The discs are in kind of wuggy shape, to be honest, though. But it was $1, which usually this was at the Goodwill itself. I need to get that stand out. Usually the Goodwill charges like $3 or more for games, but for some reason this one was just $1. So I was like, why not? I took pity upon it. So looking on the screenshots on GOG, because this case is kind of foggy looking, so you might not see those very well. It kind of looks like it's a kind of like PC Baldur's Gate or Fallout kind of look, top-down view, and it looks like you have a party of killers equipped with guns and stuff, and it's like the apocalypse or something. Looks kind of interesting, so I might check that out on GOG. This is in very good condition. It is the Eventual Company, the Course of Atlantis Thorglan's Quest, or something like that. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But it is a Eventual Company game, which is a point-and-click series. The disc was good, and see, $3. The usual fare at a Goodwill. Also, collection-wise upgrade, I don't got the game in there, but those who know, I did get a copy of Overlord Minions, and I found the case stuff in the dumpster. So I cleaned out the case and plopped it in, so now my copy has a case, which is always good for the collection. New game-wise, just literally yesterday, not yesterday actually, it was 2 days ago. I got J-Star's Victory vs. Plus for the PS4, and I even streamed a little of it. Interesting. It looks like it's the same combat engine of the last DBZ game, but so far, I hope there's a lot more characters unlocked in this game, because so far what I see is not a whole lot, and it has no booklet and Bloodborne's in there at the moment, but it's okay so far. I don't know if all the characters I can buy are all the characters, or if there are actually more characters to get on top of that. I really hope so, because it seems very lacking then in that regard. This is the third entry in this series, I believe, which the other two were on the original DS, which I have those. Those were 2D, this is 3D, and it's a different fighting system of that. The fighting system seems kind of minimal, though, to be honest, though, because it's basically you just get 3 kills on your team, basically, because you have a ball, your victory ball, and you need 3 kills to fill it up, and you win. So it's kind of odd for having a team of 3 people in this weird open world, not open world, but open little sandbox of destroyable things, just a small room of destroyable stuff. Moving on, some Vita buys. Now this, I believe, was made by the same creators. Where did I put my... I've been rearranging stuff here. So, if I have it over here, I might have it in my living room, which, here. I think it was made by the people who made this, I believe. Let me take a look here at the... Because I think I remember reading it had either similar people or that, but I could be wrong too. I could be misremembering. But either way, it is a dungeon crawling game. So I haven't played it, it's still sealed in that. But it was a special box that comes with a soundtrack that, not anything to blow your mind with, but it looks like it has 16 tracks on it. It's very nice artwork too. So this is definitely a good buy in my opinion. Because a dungeon RPG is always a good thing, in my opinion, to get some time. And while now, we also have a 3DS pickup. Oh, man. If you're wondering why these are open, because the last, like, for example, I haven't even shown off the Devil Survival 2's contents, because I'd never even opened it. It's because GameStop guided them, so... we got, it looks like a soundtrack, the original soundtrack. It doesn't say how many tracks are on it. Oh, I didn't even realize they... That's weird. They put this out on the shelf, but they put on... I don't know. Whatever. Oh, and look! Look, I haven't even opened this up before. Oh, I'm actually happy to see this. The first Final Fantasy music game did this too, where they actually made use of the little holes. So that's actually nice. I like that. I've been wanting more people to do that. Good job, Xseed. I like that. It's very little chibi art. Anything special? Oh, actually, dang, there's a whole... Like, it's not just those individual squares. It actually has the full Kyoto portrait and stuff, so you could even reverse this. That's really nice. And I believe this was also like a really bizarre RPG thing, like bowl over hordes of enemies in a strategy, if it'll focus still. So, I don't know a whole lot about this game, but it was an Xseed game, and I bought it obviously because, sadly, the thing is, you sometimes lose out on some games at times when you wait for them, because some of these Japanese RPGs come hard to find and people whack up money. And wow, the book, it not only does it have a booklet, it's in color. Oh my gosh, Xseed actually went pretty nice out on this. It has good pictures and everything. Wow, and it's actually a pretty decent little booklet. It actually has a pretty decent amount of pages in it. Is it weird? Like, I'm making such a big deal out of a booklet because so many new games now don't even come with anything. I mean, most PS4 and Vita games don't fucking even have a slip of paper nowadays. Book's so thick I can't actually get under the little thing. I don't know if I'll get to try this anytime soon. My backlog stuff is always an ever-growing problem because I just don't know when to stop buying shit. I just don't. And pickup-wise, that's pretty much it, aside from one more thing. A Dreamcast from Goodwill for $6. It's pretty nasty. I did tell a long time ago, my Dreamcast became my official second console that ever kicked the bucket on me, which was really sad. So I'm hoping this thing will work It only had the power cable, so I took a risk on it. I might be able to sell it for spare parts at a mom and pop store if it doesn't work. But hopefully it does, because there's been Dreamcast stuff I've been wanting to do. And I do have my newest indie box, and again, I'm falling behind on talking about my indie boxes again. And one of the reasons for that is, and I think I finally decided, the last indie box, the Discourse, which I still haven't made a video of yet, there was an issue with, it was going to have content, like DLC content, that was going to be free, but the developers always said, only said it's going to be for the Steam version. So us who want a physical copy that plays with no, oh, I need the internet or something, don't get it. So why did you even do that? Like, I don't get that. It's like, hey, we're going to make a game, but we're going to give you a lesser version of it. Whatever. Bah. I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, I will probably keep the Steam code for that one, which saddens me, but if I want to experience a full game, that's what I'm going to have to do. So that one will probably not have a giveaway when I do it. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep the Steam key. On top of that, though, like I said, I got the next indie box, so I will be talking about those in the future. It's a cereal box. Someone stole my indie box. Anyway, on top of that, review-wise, and other stuff that I'll be making a video on Lufia the Course of the Sinistrals, because I beat it on Sunday streaming. It was very fun and enjoyable. I hope a lot of people enjoyed that, and that'll be on YouTube. I don't know when, but it's, well, it technically is actually on YouTube all the way. I got it all uploaded. When it'll go live, I'm not sure, because I plan on having the Harvey Boardman after whatever the next game I beat, whether it's Bloodborne or Way into Historia. Also, I'm thinking of putting Classic Heroes back in, because that and Records of August War Zero, yes, I know, I keep saying blah, 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 that I'm going to go get them finished, that, I know. I'm thinking with Classic Heroes, I'm going to stream the rest of that. I think that'll make that a lot more interesting in that fashion. But Harvey Bowman will go after one of the things, and then I will probably just go straight into Lufia Course of the Sinistrals. Videos will probably go right after that to get those out of the way. I'm not 100% sure on what the next game I'll do for Sunday stream. I'm kind of debating between Toonstruck. I asked a few people if they think that'd be interesting. I think that would be fun, because you can't go wrong with Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd, man. Because 88 miles per hour. But anyway, if you got any games you want to recommend for Sunday streams, throw them out there. Now is a very good time to throw games you're interested in seeing through streaming. That's a very good time to recommend is right now, because I don't have a lot of stuff in my head like I do with my normal Let's Plays. So right now it's a good time to seed your little ideas in there as quickly as you can. Quickly. Before he gets, I mean, look at all this. He can make so many ideas quickly. But anyway, and I'll probably do a little more streaming during the week of the 4th of July, because I get a little more off time. But of course, this video will probably be up a week or two much later after that. Like I said, I always have an update video before this one that still needs to go up. So this one will be a little stuff I want to talk about, dumpster dive videos. I know I haven't had one in a long time. I have a lot of footage that has to be reconverted, because the glasses I use when I was doing my videos, the video has to be converted into a type of video that my editing software can recognize, and then, you know, do my stuff with that. I'm thinking of going away from my glasses and just save the glasses for like trips and places that aren't familiar with. Like I said, with my thrifting, I'm probably going to only start recording places that I go to that are new or not as often, because, you know, you always see the Goodwill and the thrift stores and that I went to in early videos. So, you know, seeing the whole place over and over and over again probably gets repetitive anyway. So I'll probably use those more rare occasions, and I'm going to probably progress to using my camcorder that's recording me right now, and just record the interesting goodies I find here at my house instead. That will get that to go a little faster and sooner and all that, and a lot less cases. Like something I see in a lot of the videos I was doing, like, for me, it's obviously fun going through all the cases to try and look for shit in there or find interesting cases I want to keep and stuff. But obviously, I don't think that's as interesting to you. And in the videos I have done, I like sped those up and put those near the end of the video and stuff. In case, you know, for people who do want to see some of the cases of that. Some of the cases of that. But I think it just kind of becoming dry air, so I'm thinking of just focusing more on the goodies and stuff, and make that a lot more backgroundy thing, that if you catch my drift. So look for that. I'll still be going to put together the old video stuff that I have, but going forward, newer ones will be probably did with my camcorder at my house. And the older ones, when I get time to cover them and do all that crap, those will go up too. That I know I have a lot of raw footage and stuff, and I got a lot of stuff I want to show off. And I'm probably going to do that right after this recording. So other things to talk about, Australia has gone more batshit crazy. So basically, if you're familiar with video games in Australia, Australia just bans. You didn't see that. That sucked. Ow. I hit my lantern. And I don't know if anyone ever noticed on my lantern, it had a piece of it that was, when I bought it, the chunk of it was off, so I glued it back on. And I just knocked that chunk off with my hand. So that didn't go very well. Improvising. But anyway, the point is, you know, they ban everything almost, essentially. It's like, I don't know. Of course, some of the more bigger key figure things that got banned recently was like Hotline Miami 2, just because of the opening scene that you can skip, by the way. Well, either skip or it didn't actually do the horrible thing that it was, or whatever. It was fake. It wasn't real. So it's just, yeah. But anyway, Australia has apparently banned so many games in the last month that it's almost proceeding far more than years prior. Most sites are reporting anywhere between 200 to 220 games have been banned in the last 4 months in Australia. That's a lot of games. But just think, every single day, there's crap loads of games coming out, physically and digitally. So, and you got mobile sense, the iOS, the tablets, and that. There's so many platforms games are on. And if you take them all as a whole, every individual day, there must be at least like 20 plus games being released every fucking day, if you count every single medium of games. So Australia, I just don't know. Because the thing is, Australia did a thing where they made a new rating for mature games, which a lot of people were hoping, yay, we can actually have mature games now without them ban-handling shit. But nothing's changed. They still fucking ban-handle everything, even though they have a mature rating thing now. And it looks like it's just going to get worse now, because apparently they're opting into this service that does a form and stuff, and then I think it just sounds like it's going to get worse. That's what it sounds like. But it looks like they're trying to focus a lot on to digital games now, which of course has been one of the ways a lot of third world countries have gone around, though, dictatorship countries in games, like Germany and Australia, and I wasn't saying Germany and Australia, a third world country, but, you know, either a third world country or other countries that have weird laws related to games, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know what's up with some countries with this horrible, like, wanting some kind of crazy dictatorship over games. It's like, it's crazy. But, yeah, it looks like they want to push more presence on banning on online games. So, if you're in well, for Australia, if you rely on a lot of digital stores to get around your country banning shit, it looks like things might be getting worse for you, sadly. I already know Steam actually does that, where they allow countries to tell them, oh, no, we don't want this banned or some. So, Steam looks like it'll definitely be worse in Australia. So, and all the more reason DRM free is a positive thing when it comes to digital games, because fuck the digital stores that want to ban you buying the game. That it's like, seriously. So, I feel sorry for everyone in Australia, but aside from encouraging DRM free when it comes to digital stores, I don't know what more to tell you, sadly. Well, aside from don't elect any of these fucking nut jobs wanting to keep doing this shit, that helps too. But, anywho, other gaming news. Shenmue 3's Kickstarter is going really well. It's already met its goal, and it's almost reaching 4 million. That's really exciting. But I do have slight concerns, because they've been hyping wanting more money. Like, the creator said something about, like, if I wanted to create a truly open world Shenmue 3, I need $10 million. And Sega people on Twitter have just been pushing for that so much, like, insanely. And it doesn't look like it's going to make it, because I think it has about 17 days left, so they might be lucky to get to 5 million maybe. And I'm kind of in the middle ground with that, because I don't want to end up like Mr. Tim Schafer, if you know what I mean. Tim Schafer made so much more money than he requested on Kickstarter, and it only ended up having the game half complete, sold that, and then he had to take a old game, resurrect it, because it was highly, tons of people wanted it re-released in a more modern sense, so it's playable, because the original one, you have to go through DOS emulation and all kinds of hoops and ladders to even get the boot up and shit, and he had to sell that to get additional funds to finish the other half of the game, which most people shat on, saying that felt like we used a lot of stuff and had really hard puzzles to try and prolong the game to last longer, so people weren't like, no, this seems like a really short ending or something. And I've heard a lot of people say the ending sucks in that game. I haven't played it yet. I do plan on playing it eventually. Now that it's complete, I was waiting for it to be complete. But, point is, Tim Schafer fucked up really bad with his Kickstarter. Yeah, he got his product out eventually, but there were a lot of problems and drama, and I don't want that to happen with Shenmue 3. Which is why I feel much more comfortable when they have Sony and possibly several other investors also in the Shenmue 3 project, because that means they have some extra people to shake hands and not collapse into the pitfall that Tim Schafer fell into, so. But I am excited for that. I've been playing Shenmue 3 for a long time. I like the Shenmue games. It took me forever to beat the second one, though, because it was like a QTA thing with that big fat Chinese dude that I got stuck in for a long time. Way back when I played Shenmue 2. But I really liked the Shenmue games. They're very interesting story games. They were great ideas for the time periods. And while I don't think Shenmue 3 is going to lay pavement to any new innovations at this point in time in games, but it will just be nice to finally see the conclusion of why all this shit happened. So that's what I'm excited about, is just the story finally ending. But I also do feel the hype train's going to might crash into a wall, considering how the game's being advertised, a lot of that. But either way, I'm happy. I'm not letting the hype get to me too much. They're hoping for a 2017 release, so it'll be a while before we see Shenmue 3. Personally, I won't be surprised if it gets delayed. A lot of Kickstarter games, both successful and not successful, have been delayed a lot. So I won't be surprised if it does get delayed. But I'm excited. I hope it gets a PS4 physical version too. Other gaming news, the Summon Night 5 for the PSP physical edition. That was supposed to be only a month, but Victor is apparently going to do about another month because of E3 kind of derailed the hyping and getting that spread it out because everyone was focusing on E3 a lot. So right now, it's, as far as I understand, it's going to go on for another month. It's reaching 4,000 that, and I continue to recommend people spread that around that because I don't see anything wrong with another physical PSP game, because I hope a lot of you kept your PSP, because I sure did. And even if you don't want necessarily to play the PSP, it will be on the Vita digitally, and buying this gets you a code, so even more so, you can just buy the game, have it sealed, and have the code for your Vita, so you have a collector's item, or you could just be a horrible person, resell it on eBay for $100 or something. That's going to happen, sadly, but, yeah, whatever. Point is, whatever you want to do. But I want to see a physical version. I always think it's good to see a physical version. But, you know, spread it around, let people know. Tell everyone. Something else I want to talk about is the absolute meltdown of a developer. This developer has gone batshit crazy. Of course, there have been a number of developers that went batshit crazy. I mean, look at Tim Schafer. He fucking went insane. Just ludicrous. Hey, I'm just gonna shit on all my fucking fans. But anyway. So, there was a company called Tales of Tales. And they made a few games. One of them was like the Path, which I've seen a few people do Let's Plays of, which is I would just describe it as an artsy game that lets you interpret what the hell is going on. It doesn't really tell you a lot of story of that. A lot of people die in that. But they released a game called, I think it was called Sunset, I believe it was called. And you play as an African-American woman in another country that's basically has a dictatorship and shit, and has this political war shit going on with rebels and things, and you apparently do house cleaning and such at one of the high officials or the leader or somebody related to this political group. So you're like encouraged to like spy and feed information to the rebels or something like that. And it was Kickstarted too, and apparently only sold like 2,000-ish copies, not counting the people who kickstarted the game, because, well, they kickstarted the game. They funded the game's development, so those sales were just kind of more like, here's a free copy of the game for helping us get this game off the ground. So its sales only in like 2-3 months was like 2,000 something. And then the developers on Twitter and stuff have shattered on gamers, saying like gamers, like trying to remember it word for word, they were like, haha, I'm free, gamers should like die to the virtual creatures they kill every day or something like that. And it's like, that's not a direct quote, like I said, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but they just said batshit crazy things. It's like, so you made a game and you're trying to sell it to gamers, and then you fucking throw them under the bus. Because logic. But I actually tweeted them on the day that they were doing this whole depression kind of thing, and they even threw their Patreon link out there, because after I commented on it, I was looking through the feed, and I saw the Patreon link out there. That should be a very noteworthy thing. But, what's also important to note is that they said they weren't going to develop games anymore, but yet they threw their Patreon link out there. Kind of odd there. Fun my life. I mean, if you're not going to even do anything, like, Patreon's to give money to people who are doing something to some extent, too. And if you're not even making games anymore, then why, like, you're literally just doing a fundraiser for your life now. But, anyway, but basically, I said, I'm sorry your game did not find a following, but you shouldn't tell people to die and stuff like that. And I got blocked. I was blocked because I just said it was wrong to tell people they need to go die. So, yeah, clearly they're going crazy and shit. So I don't know what we say to them, Willie. On top of that, I don't know. I don't know. But if you're going to treat humans like horrible people, people are clearly not going to fucking support you. Because it's not the first time I've seen people disagree. Like, I remember there was a 360 arcade game where, like, one of the higher-up people related to the game was, like, an anti-gay person funded anti-gay stuff and that. So people who were gay or pro-gay were like, we're not buying this, or we're going to tell people not to buy this and stuff and that. And, I mean, it's not the first time I've seen people basically say, we're not going to buy this for so-and-so reason. So I don't know what the fuck made you think you were going to get more sales. Like, maybe they were trying to get pity or something. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell them. But they're not making games anymore. It's not really shocking, considering they just shattered on anyone who could have been their audience, or shattered on their audience in general. I don't know what the fuck they were really thinking. I really don't. I really fucking don't know. There was some drama with Final Fantasy VII's remake. There was a quote, the director, I think it was the director that said something along the lines of hinting they might be changing some of the gameplay a little, or something like that, or people took it as the context of that meaning. I think I looked at it a few weeks ago, like a week and a half ago or something, but I don't remember the exact wording of it. But people took it as a horrible sign they might be changing it into an action game or something, which is exactly the kind of thing I don't really want the game to do. I want to stay familiar with the original, just look better, is all I want. And maybe some new storylines or side quests and stuff, but I don't want them changing the core game. I don't want to have Diablo 3 retconning of everything and shit, because that shit drives me up the fucking wall, man. Oh, there's so much retconning they could fucking mess with in the game, too. But, yeah, basically there was, like, a whole thing with, like, change.org and stuff, or people, you know, trying to vocally say, don't fucking turn it into an action game, keep it a turn-based game and that. So, I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, that's how you get game companies to get an idea what the fuck you want. Whether they pay attention is the hard part. Because Square Enix is very renowned for not giving a fucking shit what their fans think. I mean, I'm still surprised we even got Drakengard 3. I have no idea why they gave us Drakengard 3. They won't give us Dragon Quest anymore, but they gave us Drakengard 3. Because they didn't give us Drakengard 2. Ubisoft published Drakengard 2 in America and did all the English crap. So, I'm still vastly confused about that. But I'm happy we're going to get Neo 2. Like, they're announcing it at E3 in America. Obviously means they're going to bring Neo 2 to America, or at least at that point in time they plan to. So I'm very excited about that. I don't get the priority. I would vastly think there's more Dragon Quest fans than Neo fans, though. Not to say I don't want Neo. Like, you know, I'm very excited for that, but I don't know. I just don't know how Square Enix even thinks about it anymore. Let's flail your arms around. But, I don't know. At this point, I'm going to start just importing the 3DS games. Like, right now, there's a way to play import games on the 3DS. So, I'm thinking of not updating for a while and get some of them of that. Because I definitely want to play the third Slime Rocket game. Like, I just don't know what the fuck Square Enix is doing with Dragon Quest. And yeah, we're getting the Dynasty Warriors whip-off of Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest Heroes, I believe it's going by in the West. Which I'm excited for that too, but can we get some of the Dragon Quest games, please? Aside from phone ports, which is the only thing they've been giving us. But yeah, I still have a lot of concerns about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm trying to not let the hype drive me up, and then just when the game, if it comes out, beats me down. I am also expecting a very long development. Square Enix has always been renowned for very long developments lately. I mean, look at Final Fantasy 15. That's been development for what, like, since the beginning of Final Fantasy 14, and it's went in so much development that they're just like, okay, we need to make this Final Fantasy 15 so we can just keep this project alive. So, yeah. I don't know when it comes to that. But anyway, that's about all the random ramblings that we throw on now. I hope a lot of people have been enjoying the Sunday streams. I'm hoping to get more nice picks again, recommendations, good time to do that. And if you have any questions or anything or comments on that, please leave a comment down below. I always enjoy hearing from you all, whether it's really positive or somewhat negative, or I guess completely negative. You get everything. But I like, try and keep it positive. Anyway, until next time, thank you for watching and praise the sun. Until next time.